This is Mr. Impact Wrestling himself, Moose, and you're listening to the Irish Whip.
Hookers? Hookers and Coke?
Hookers and Coke, man.
You're the only pro wrestler I know that wants to do this shit in the morning.
Yeti, you're a f***ing moron.
Put it this way, I think Sami Callihan might as well just change his name to Invader
I
One.
want to know why. Like, he can dodge any question. Like, I'll tell anyone that. You can tell me but I'm going to ask specific questions.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. All the rest of you yahoos who are out there dilly-dillying, you little wankers, we're actually receiving real wrestling news.
This is
Brett screwed Brett.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Hold two! Arm bar!
Hey, get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate your hat. I hate your t-shirts. I hate your wristbands. I hate your shoes. I hate your music. I hate the C Nation. I hate everything that you stand for.
Sodas rule.
Yeah, they do.
What's up, TIW Mafia? JP here, and I'm here with a special guest. He hasn't been with us in about, I don't know how many fucking weeks now. I don't know if y'all remember him. Josh Yeti Boy Richards.
Fuck. It's
What's going on, buddy?
It's nice to be an essential employee.
Yeah. I am now myself as well, so. Now, yeah, we're still, I don't know. This is going to come out in about a week, and we're still going to be in the middle of the pandemic. But this is, we're kind of in the heart of it up here in Massachusetts right now. We're about to peak, I think, in the next week or so. I just hope everybody listening is staying safe and fucking 6 feet away and wearing your masks and shit.
Not in Montana, dude. It's ridiculous. People do what they want. I mean, there are some.
They just made it mandatory in my city.
Well, we're going to be mandatory on April 20th. Go figure. I'm pretty sure here in Montana we'll be mandatory wearing masks.
You'll be gas masked on April 20th anyway.
So that, I mean, I think that's a plan out here, but it's super awkward. It's super weird to be living history. Like I don't know. I thought as a kid, like we wouldn't live history. I don't know. Maybe I was just an arrogant, stupid little kid that didn't think life ended. And
my father keeps saying it's just like polio and shit when he was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what they compare it to. He is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
His generation. But they, like I've known people who've passed away because of it. So guys, be safe. Like just recently, UFO Pat and his aunt recently passed away. He put it on Facebook, so it's no secret. Like it's hitting home. It's crazy. I've yelled at so many
we're
people
lucky,
to get the
dude.
fuck
I mean,
away from me.
I don't even, since we're doing this, since we're talking about it, I mean, there's toilet paper on the shelves. There's some sanity that has, gone to get back to it. But I want to go back and I want to pull those videos from when this first started and find all the assholes that would buying all the shit and hoarding it and go to their house and beat the fucking crap out of them.
So now here's the deal. Now, like this is going to become a fucking like pandemic fucking podcast. But now with Smithfield, who handles pretty much all the pork in the United States, closing down. And with Tyson closing down, fucking the price of meats the price of the meat you can get are gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna be arrogant here, dude. I'm gonna be real arrogant, but that's the thing is like Montana can literally close our borders and be self-sufficient. We could tell everybody to go fuck themselves and we'd be fine.
Guess what? There's no fucking wild cattle roaming around in Massachusetts.
I know there's not. You guys are fucked, and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just we've allowed that. We as a race and whatever the fuck we are have allowed that to happen. Like I can go get whatever I want right now, whether it be pork, beef, chicken, whatever. Like I can literally drive a half hour, go to a butcher like it used to be, and literally get whatever the fuck I want. I shouldn't be cursing so much, but that's where I'm at. Is like I guess that's why everybody always makes fun of me, like Montana. But when this rolls out like this, like. You guys are trapped. Like, you're literally trapped. You're at the mercy of everything that comes in and out. I'm not. And that's okay. That's why. This is why I live here.
I'm an asshole. One of my buddies just posted on Facebook that he's apologizing in advance if he's cranky, and I troll this kid hard. Like I'm always on top of everything he says, and so I just posted. It's definitely not an advantage. You've been cranky for years.
Oh really?
Like I'm always on top of this kid. I have to give someone a fucking shout out. No, I don't have to. I want to give ECW a shout out because they put some stupid ass people in the ring in the beginning. Some real dumb people in the ring. We talked about that 2 weeks ago.
With who?
With Dave Padula.
Oh, that's right. That was a good interview, by the way.
It was cool. He's such a good dude.
The sexiest man on the earth. The sexiest man on earth, Jason. When did you ever hear about the sexiest man on earth, Jason? Ever again in ECW?
The sad part is I probably know who the fuck it is. Because like he used everybody from the Northeast because he was a Northeast company. So now,
that's where I'm at, dude. I mean, pandemic sucks. This all sucks. Just don't be dumb. I don't want to be political, but fucking just use your head when you vote this year. Just really use your head. Like, be smart. There's a reason that's Conan in a AAA. What? That's Conan. That's
we're
Conan.
not going to get political.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. See, that's why I got sidetracked. See that? That's Conan right there. We don't get political. I just use your head and vote, you guys. This year is more important than ever, and it's going to be more difficult than ever, probably to exercise that right. However, but as a Marine, like that is the sole purpose, or the sole reason, I should say. I shouldn't say the sole reason. It is one of the sole reasons. You can't say that. It's one of the reasons. See, that I went in the Marine Corps is because I wanted to be able to defend that and also help people have that right. And it just seems like we need to calm the fuck down, man, and just be humans to each other. Just be a human being. Like if you love pro wrestling, then support the pro wrestlers right now more than anything. Like send them money, buy their stuff, buy their t-shirts, buy their swag, buy their autographs, subscribe to their Patreon. I mean, especially as me right now as an essential employee, I'm going to be a little less discretionary with my funds because people, I can be.
So part of what I've been doing is I joined a Facebook group, Chug Nation. It's the Chug is for the quarantine, but Chug with Chug Nation. Shout out to all of them because, dude, in like 2 weeks we get 1,000 members.
Really?
And what people do you grab a beer, you pour a beer, you chug a beer, you post a video of. There's a group. There's two guys from Florida that are the most Florida people I've ever talked to in my life, and they're tasing themselves while they fucking chug. There's my buddy Greg Jarvis, who I just met through this. We do Zoom calls like once a week or so, where we'll all just chug together. And Greg has a Twitter. I told him I'd give him a shout out. The Governator with zeros instead of O's. For his Twitter.
Zoom is ran by Chinese government, so you guys are now some part of some sick fetish porn where people just watch you guys chug beer.
It's THA Governor, capital G, and then zeros for O's and Governator on Twitch. Give him a follow.
Say that again.
Cool
How do you say that again? Say that again so I can.
It's the Governator, THA capital G 0. VERNAT 0R on Twitch. And I'm going to post it on our Twitter too. I didn't want to do that before I mentioned it on air.
So the regular Governator was taken, obviously.
Yeah. But he's a pretty cool, dude, there's these two people from Florida that are in this fucking group.
Yeah.
And one of them will put on a 10s unit and chug, which, I mean, a 10s is supposed to relax you, but whatever. We'll make them think it's cool. But then the other one will fucking literally tase himself while he's chugging the beer.
I can testify to the tase unit, my friend, that I'm watching this guy.
Yeah.
on ECW, I'm watching the old school ECW. Like, this is how I'm getting through this right now. I'm watching old school ECW. Stevie Richards is coming out. There's a guy in the corner. I don't even know who the fuck he is, but there's a fan getting the guy's attention, and literally, I can lead his rips. Like, he's literally saying, "Fuck this dude up." Like, literally, I want you to fuck him up. The middle fingers in ECW. I mean, the amount of there's hat guy right there.
Yeah.
There's the hat guy right in the middle. It's old memories. This is the stuff. Yeah. Anyway, back to Anthony.
So
I continue to interview.
Yeah, he's got that fucking WrestleMania card. The only WrestleMania action trading card for WrestleMania 36.
Yeah, he's so far that we know of. There's only one WrestleMania 36 trading card out there, and Anthony Green is the only one on it.
Although Ethan Page put his event on.
Oh, he did.
He did. Did you see it?
No. Remember, I'm working my.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, dude. It's legitimately about 15 minutes long.
Oh, I can do that. What's that mean?
He's got. He went out and had someone to animate the event he wanted to put on. Like the event, so you get the finishes, you get the story being told all through an animation.
No.
But then he went out and he got all the real people to voice it for him. He had, Colt Cabana's in there, Orange Cassidy's in there.
How did Orange Cassidy didn't talk? Did he?
He did.
What?
Yeah, Scott Steiner, but he had Scott Steiner's voice dubbed because Scott was in the hospital at the time. He was aware of it happening, but it was right after he got hospitalized when he was doing this. So, his commentator, he had the black guy from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That was that was his commentator, and he legitimately had him fucking doing this.
See, this is the kind of stuff.
Dude just did trolls, and now he's doing my shitty wrestling thing.
This is the coolest thing about this whole quarantine thing in history, and like how intuitive and how inventive and how cool this is with the amount. I mean, outside of the box. So
I
many
talked
of these
about
things
this
outside of the
last
box.
week with Thomas Santel too. Like sometimes, like a lot of people are out of work right now. And, we just got the government stimulation. Y'all got stimulated.
I haven't been stimulated yet.
No,
I haven't filed yet. So
yeah, but it goes off of last year's.
Oh, I still have to file those too.
Oh yeah, you might be. Then you may not file it because you'll get it. But
I live in Montana. We do what we want.
All you have to do to support these guys is watch their YouTube videos all the way through. Watch the ads. Don't click through.
Yeah, watch the ads, folks. Even if you like me, even if I'm a subscriber to YouTube Music, I'm gonna admit that out loud right now. Even when I do watch the videos and those ads are there, I do watch the ads because it helps those. That's how they make their money. If you click through, then they don't get paid.
I do the YouTube Premium, so I don't know quite how that works for them, but I know they do get money when I watch, as if I watch the ads, but I think it's a little bit different. But it's that's all you got to do. Like AG and Ava have been putting out a ton of content, mostly on Ava's YouTube because she's a little better with social media than he is, but they've been putting out some cool stuff.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's the surprise?
So after I watched that video that you sent me with AG going through all his T-shirts as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this kid's got thousands of T-shirts. Yeah. Like Ava said, like it was more of a hoarder type thing than a collection.
Yeah, I think the real number was 350 wrestling shirts.
Okay, so you watch him go through that, but when he selected that WrestlingAutism.org,
yeah, like
we own that now. That's Anthony's. Like I went out and bought that last week.
The domain.
So, WrestlingAutism.org is ours, so that's our domain.
Wow.
So we have that back. It's actually was available, dude. So I grabbed it. It's there.
That's awesome. That's huge. That's big.
So I held off till now to tell you. So
I appreciate. So that's huge. Like I'm like speechless.
So tell the backstory. I mean, I know we've touched on this, but the backstory behind.
So in 05, 06, I was making a shitload of money. I had just broken up with a girl whose son had autism. Nico, with you guys, with Total Nonstop Radio, had posted an auction. And me and you, like, we weren't even really friends at this point.
No.
Like, we knew of each other. Nico worked for TNA and had a towel that was autographed by all of them that he was auctioning off. And I messaged him, and I said, whatever the winning bid is, I'll match. No cap on it. Whatever the winning bid was, I planned on matching. I think Nico actually still has the towel because he pulled the auction at that point and said, fuck that, let's do this.
Yep.
And we got a collection of stuff, like Rey Mysterio autographs. We did the T-shirts, which the T-shirts were awesome. Yeah. I went and we used to have a store around here that sold, they had a WWE license and they printed their own stuff. It was like Dave and Barry's, I think it was called. And it was like a chain, but they printed their own stuff, so it was all dirt cheap. They were the ones that did the Starberry sneakers for like $15.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went there because I knew they had some WWE stuff, and I bought a bunch. And I'm driving home from the store, and I'm looking at the Austin 316. And I said, man, that's so simple. I came back. I made some phone calls to you. I called my buddy Matt, who at the time had a screen printer. And it was like 2 days later, we had Autism 316 shirts. In the back, Matt drew up this. It was a puzzle piece with the wrestlingautism.org on the back. Fun fact is, I walked around all of WrestleMania 25 with a large one of those in my pocket. Because my intention was to throw it to Steve Austin if I got within 50 feet of him. Because it wasn't a rip-off thing. It was something that we were doing. All the proceeds went to the National Autism Association. We were actually listed on their website as a partner at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't checked. I bet it probably still is.
You, I believe, got it to Jenny McCarthy.
Yes.
Who is now a Wahlberg, by the way, Boston.
Yeah. Jenny McCarthy is now a Wahlberg. But yeah, we got it in Jenny's hands.
Because her son has autism. So it was just like we did some shit with that I never thought like we'd be able to do. And then that, if you think about it, started this.
It did, absolutely. And it got into with AG and Big Al's Wrestling Talk and getting Al, who had autism, which was...
Al's mother just posted some stuff on Facebook, so I think I'm going to message her.
Yeah.
She was just active recently.
Yeah, that was Anthony's homeboy. That was they would do the show, and our gig was, we wanted to send this kid and his mom to WrestleMania, and that's what we did. I mean, we all kind of I think that's what got us together, and that's what put us on the map towards the debacle at the Cow Palace in 07. I mean, it's so we're gonna have to do some shit again though. Yeah, so that, I mean, it's there. It's just a matter of maybe, I mean, the same thing. I don't want any of the I don't think there would be any copyright infringement because there isn't any right now. I don't know if it's something that we basically own or could trademark intellectually because we already have that and it's already out there. But it's yours. It's yours, man. It's out there. It's ours. It's basically Anthony's to do whatever you'd like with it.
I don't care if anybody uses I don't care if anyone else uses the name Wrestling Autism personally, as long as all of the money goes to that. If you use Wrestling Autism and I catch you not fucking giving all of the money to the National Autism Association, I'll find you. And that's when we can go after you. So you don't have permission to use that name, but talk to us and we'll give you permission to use that name.
That'd be very bad for somebody to do that. That would be very, very bad.
Oh, the publicity for that would be horrible. But there are people that do that, unfortunately. But dude, money in the bank.
Okay, so let's do we have to take breaks right now? Do we still pay bills, or are those off too?
No, we pay bills. bills get paid pretty well, actually. You want to take a break now?
Yeah, let's take a break now, and then we'll come back and I want you to tell me how you're spending your time with keeping up on pro wrestling and the individuals like we've talked about with Ethan and Anthony and Ava, and who else you're keeping up with in the pro wrestling world that you necessarily would not have, but because of their ability to just continue to like evolve in this, which is what pro wrestlers always have to do. I want to know who you're following.
Okay,
Cool.
I have like a fun story for that too. So
okay, we'll be right back.
All right, guys. So you wanted to know what I've been following pro wrestling wise.
Yeah.
I haven't watched shit on TV because I get distracted by the no audience. I really haven't watched anything on TV.
Same, dude. I'm like, I can't do this because I can't. I just, like, I've even gotten so bad where I have recorded and looped together like audience noises, and I will play that and not listen to a thing that they say on television. I've even tried that. I'm trying, dude. I literally am.
TikTok. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Nico's huge on TikTok. Or not huge, but Nico's big on TikTok right now.
Nico's huge everywhere.
Yeah, he's good at the social media shit. But I've been going to TikTok, and there's like wrestling personalities and wrestling fans there that put content out that's pretty good. There's this dude with Down syndrome. This kid, his name is Derek. Bacon Banter is the TikTok.
I thought that was the end of the story.
No. And he's just, it's his sisters that film him. And he was in his sister's room the other day, and she was like, Derek, tell them what you think. I'm thinking this has to be my WWE room. Well, what about your room? I'm going to have 2 rooms. So she said, well, where am I going to sleep? Oh, you can sleep in the WWE room. So now I comment on a few of his videos, and just because it's like heartwarming stuff. It's stuff like that, you know, the obvious family love, but it's all like he does Triple H's entrance at one point where he spits the water and everything. It's funny as hell. In a good way. Like, I'm not laughing at the kid, I'm laughing with the kid. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And,
this isn't like 1993. It's 2020. We're not mocking people.
He's WWE strictly, as far as I can tell. He got a comment on that one about the WWE room, and the comment just said, "What do we got to do to get you to watch AEW?" Colt
Cabana.
Yeah.
God, I miss that.
I was like, that is so cool. So, like, the sister commented, where do we watch it? So I replied underneath because I know, you know, Colt probably gets a million notifications on those things.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe the WWE
unless he's Colt Cabana and actually does what I think he does and says, just tell me which ones I replied to. Otherwise, you just do the other thing. I'm sure he pays somebody to manage his social media accounts at times.
Yeah. And I told her, but I also tagged a bunch of WWE people. I would love to see this kid get his sister's room turned into a WWE room.
Oh my God!
You know,
and if Cabana does it, you know what's going on the ceiling if Cabana does it. just him, just a big old picture.
Scotty Goldman. But no, it's just cool that somebody like Colt would take time out to even like acknowledge that. You know what I mean?
Colt has always been, to me, he's the ultimate journeyman. Between him and Quackenbush, between him and Quack, those two neck and neck, between the ultimate independent guy for me.
What about you? What have you been watching in old ECW?
Old ECW. I'm trying to get Timber. I mean, we watched Hardcore Heaven '95 because we had watched the New Jack stuff, right? And we were doing the Padula interview, and you know, I haven't had a chance to get too in depth in that and like explain to her how, why, whatever, right? Because she's been watching the new product. I mean, she's been watching, you know, the kids that like Drew Gulak and Anthony and Cesaro, and you know, just the kids that we still call kids that are adults. You know, between Drew Gulak's solo wrestling moves of the day or solo wrestling moves of the week that he's been doing while the solo wrestling moves of the week are a competition between him and Daniel Bryan doing gardening or whatever he's doing up there at Spokane. So it's really Drew Gulak at its finest. So I'm stuck on that. I'm stuck on this old ECW stuff where I don't know, man. It's the ECW did what it needed to do. I think it really did.
That's yeah.
There was WWE, there was WCW, and whether you believe the rumors of whether it was a paid for farm system by Vince or not, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just a truly unique.
It was at one point. It became that, but it wasn't always that.
No, I mean when I'm watching the Pitbulls with Francine, one of my most favorite valets of all time, just because of who she is. But I mean, just the New Jack thing. She's like, I can't even count how many times she said "what the f," "what the fuck," just during that 2 hours.
What about D'Lo Brown?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's pulling. Oh, he's yelling at him now. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, he's pulling something. Oh, he stabbed him.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. That was like him play-by-play watching the match. Yeah. And I didn't realize that D'Lo was in the Gangsters at one point.
I didn't either. I had no idea.
The Crockett promotions.
Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
He was in the Gangsters.
That's right, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. So, that was part of the Vice stuff.
Now, so
besides that, dude, it's really those two things, and as always on Saturday morning is Arcade Wrestling with Chikara.
Yes, I'll go back and watch that later on today.
The back flip, springboard, layout, moonsault last week was pretty crazy. That's the only way I can describe it.
So you don't know what's going on with Money in the Bank?
No, I have no. I mean, I'm literally. I'm so. I want to help support that product, but I know it can support itself. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that go, but I can't because of that. But the Money in the Bank ladder match is, where is it happening? What is going on?
So, it's not happening in Florida. I don't think it's actually it is a ladder match, but I don't think there's a ladder in the match. Let me hang on. I'm going to pull it up because there's like a tagline involved.
Is this factual or is this your brain?
WWE posted it on Facebook.
That's your answer?
Does it get more factual than that? I mean, it's coming from them directly. And I think who posted it? Oh, I know who I saw that shared it. Shout out to Roy Rendo.
Can I give a shout out to people that use Yeti microphones too?
That's both of us.
Yeah, you should turn your gain down a little bit.
I don't know which one's gain. I don't fuck with this. Oh, way up. Is that better?
No, we'll see as you continue to type. Oh, you're way better now.
I also hit fucking letters a lot. Here it is. Sunday, May 10th at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Money in the Bank. Climb the corporate ladder. WWE superstars will climb the corporate ladder at Money in the Bank. The match begins on the ground floor.
In the headquarters, they're gonna do this they're gonna do this in Stamford, Connecticut.
The briefcase will be hanging all the way up on the roof of the corporate tower.
Oh my god! Wow,
that has such potential. Dude,
What if you
looking
could
at the
do this? Could
poster-
be an overproduced hour and a half, 12 rounds, volume 10, or Condemned
So-
episode 3.
the center of the poster, champs. Bailey, Charlotte, drawn in McIntyre, but then also on the poster I can see Mysterio, Sasha. It looks like pretty much everybody that's left in the company, which is like 10 people.
It's no lie.
Yeah. The cool thing is though, like, if you want to go buy a wrestling T-shirt, I know Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Ledger already have pro wrestling tees up.
Yeah.
And Heath has instead of I have kids, it just says I get fired. So
I don't understand the Zack Ryder thing. I never will. That's the most
worked for the
underused
company forever.
That's some, huh?
Dude's worked for the company forever.
He's the most underused talent ever in that company.
Yes, so
in my
good
opinion.
too. The Long Island IZ. Yeah, everybody. I'm seeing everybody on this poster. How cool is that, though?
That's gonna be cool. I want it to be overproduced. I don't want it to be.
It has to be.
I mean, it's got to be like a movie. It's got to be like a. Yeah.
When you think
Not
about
like-
it, headquarters is probably empty right now.
Remodeling. They're gonna call
Except
this
for a
the
couple
remodel.
of like Vince, because Vince can't work. Vince can't show that he's sick.
Do you?
You know, Vince doesn't believe in sneezing.
Do you know my son's middle name is Kennedy?
Is that right?
Yes. So I need to
Does
know
he
this.
sneeze?
I need to know this. Why does he not believe in sneezing?
Thinks it's a sign of weakness. That's no bullshit.
Senior must have been a real asshole.
He thinks it's a sign of weakness. How cool is it that he's one of the people that Trump's going to see how to run this pandemic and bring the company back in,
It's scary.
bring the country back.
It's scary to me. Well, Linda McMahon's was on the cabinet one. I don't know if she still is.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if she still is or not, but yeah, she was absolutely.
I don't know, man. You know, I don't. The geopolitics, and when you're looking at Vince McMahon as your source of your quote unquote Teddy Roosevelt tennis cabinet, more like your WWE cabinet. I don't know, man.
Outside of a retail store, outside of like a Walmart, name a more successful company. Name 3 more successful companies.
There isn't, but I agree with that.
So I don't see that as a bad thing going to him.
I don't see it as a bad thing either. I just see it as a selfish thing. Is all I'm saying.
So you want to make a prediction for Money in the Bank? I don't know. Can we even?
Who's in? Everybody's in
It
it.
looks like everybody.
You don't know who's going to show up.
I'm thinking AJ. And
Money
there
in the
is-
Bank
it looks
ladder
like
match
there's
is
two-
basically Money in the Bank ladder match is just basically the winner gets an opportunity at a belt that they decide.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's 2. There's 2 briefcases they're showing, so the men and the women. But are they all competing at the same time? You know what I mean? Is this just a race to the roof?
Chris Rucker wants Becky Lynch to win both of them.
Well, she is the man. Dude, she's got a dope shirt that I've never seen before. And it's so dope, I'm using the word dope.
What does it say?
The man. But it was their St. Patty's Day one. So you know that tatted flag we used for our background?
Yeah.
That's the background of the lettering.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They got. I found a couple of shirt ideas.
I don't. Oh my god, dude. So, well, I know they got the essential workers, whatever, down there in Florida to work. So that's cool. This is going to be overproduced. Absolutely going to be. I really. Do you want to? When do we take another break? Because we need to talk about Mania. I want to
take one. Let's take one right now.
I know it's more on my mind than anything else, just because of you're the haha funny, and you like the other stuff, and I can't do this. I can't.
Look in the chat of this. I just sent the poster.
Oh my god, what is that? A box of cereal? Oh my god, that is so awesome.
Right? It is going to be The Undertaker, AJ, and the Cena and Bray. Oh, I don't see any of them in this.
AJ's on the ladder. Orton.
Yeah. You wouldn't expect to see Taker. But Bray Wyatt, why not? Who's that under the moon?
I don't know, because I can't. Hold on, I can't.
It looks like it's fucking RVD doing the frog splash.
It does. Who's falling from a plane? Cena?
No, you know who that
Chopper?
is? That's
Is that Dozovich in the middle? Under the ladder?
Yeah, that's Otis.
Nia Jax, Asuka.
Yeah.
Well, Rhea's got to go home, so I maybe not.
Who?
Rhea Ripley.
She doesn't, I hear.
Good. Why does Charlotte have the NXT belt? Why does she always have to have a belt?
Well, she's going to go down and she's going to bring them all up. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I hope that's the plan.
And that
makes
was
sense.
the way. How else do you bring her down?
She's got to get her minions back.
Huh?
She's got to get her minions back.
But you can't just say, oh, Charlotte, you're NXT now, the way you did with, like, Finn, because they weren't doing anything with Finn. You know? So that was an easy way to bring her down to NXT.
I think
it
this
also
it
puts a marquee name on NXT.
I think this is a fucking... Because where was Money in the Bank? Where was this pay-per-view supposed to be?
I don't know.
God, we really suck.
Oh, yeah, but this is like a B pay. I mean, I know it's not really a B pay-per-view anymore, but it's kind of a B pay-per-view.
It's it's such a B pay-per-view that they gave it a kid's poster.
A what?
Kiddie poster.
Oh, yeah, but that's still... It gets across what it is. Wow. I got a funny... Well, let's take a break, and then I have a funny headquarters story I can tell. That doesn't involve me, but I've heard it firsthand, so...
Yeah, because I need to continue. I'm going to pull a Marty here and come back and have a beer.
All right. It's like noontime now.
Yeah, it's noon. It's allowed.
All right.
I'm watching Psychosis and Rey Mysterio in ECW. That's where I'm at right now.
You know what I did? I chugged my beer last night for that Chuggination I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I forgot to record it, so I had to record another one like 2 minutes later. So I literally chugged.
Let's think about this. I want your answer after I go and get my beer and we come back. What's the difference between a death match and a Mexican death match?
Mexican is more deadly. Like, Mexican has the explosions and stuff.
Okay. You weren't supposed to give me that, but good job.
Oh, sorry. All right, guys, we'll be right back. You're supposed to play rock, paper, scissors with your...
I think with the lids on these sessions, you're supposed to play rock, paper, scissors.
That's a pretty cool idea. All right, guys, we're back. You know what today is?
No.
Today is actually, and I just saw this on Facebook, today marks 15 years since Giovanni Rosselli and Thomas Santel made their WWE debut as the Heartthrobs.
Oh my gosh.
That's now, I forget where we were. I know we were all over the fucking place. But you were asking the difference between the regular death match and the Mexican. I think the Mexican has just more shit in it.
You know what's funny is like we lead into break and then we come back and people are expecting us to talk about something that we don't talk about it ever.
Yeah, because we forgot. Have you been? I've been following the Dark Side of the Ring too. That's actually been really good again this season.
I've watched
and Netflix. Netflix is on fire for wrestling content right now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
They got the Big Show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is a sitcom with the Big Show. Picture like Home Improvement, but with the Big Show's family.
Yeah.
I'll give you one scene on that because I did binge the whole thing. Includes the Big Show, Mark Henry, Rikishi, and there might have been someone else in there. Oh, Mick Foley, singing Backstreet Boys.
Really?
Yes, it's the show itself is decent, but that scene was awesome.
Who's the producers?
I don't know. They also get the main event, which is about the kid who gets like the special powers when he puts the mask on, which nobody saw this, so nobody stole this, but me and Joe wrote this idea about a mask that gave a lucha mask that gave a wrestling promoter powers 10 years ago. I have it dated in my email. So it's just pretty cool to see some of that stuff
happen.
Yeah. And, I mean, like I said, nobody saw that besides me and Joe. So.
Wrestling mask superpowers, that's how it works, right?
Yeah, this kid he's like 12.
He finds it in his house.
Huh?
Is he finding it in his house or something?
I forget how he got it.
I saw the previews on Xbox. I want to watch that now.
It's not bad. It's really not horrible.
It's not a bad movie to watch with your kids.
And then they have Tiger King.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know he's tied to wrestling?
Jesus. Why does it always come to this shit? Why do we have to... Why is this guy making money and I'm not? Like, do I have to go out and be some guy that...
He's in jail. He's not making anything off of this. Well, very little. But he was a wrestler.
Somebody is.
Carol fucking Baskins.
What?
She's the one in the documentary that killed her husband and probably fed him to the tigers.
I don't know why you guys waste your time watching this shit.
Oh, it's so good. But he was a wrestling promoter.
Timber came here last night and said, "Oh my God, I started watching Tiger King." I'm like, am I going to have to break down and watch this thing now?
Yes. It will make you feel so good about your own life.
Exactly. I get to feel better because there's other people out there that are shittier than me.
Right. So they had a girl. There was a girl in this. I think she's actually a transgender, just because they said they called her a girl through this.
Shim.
So I'm going to call her a girl now.
Shim.
But they she had her arm bitten off by a tiger on a Monday. She went back to work on Friday.
What? Wait. People take more time off for minor elective surgery than they do when they get their arm bit off.
Yeah, but he was a wrestler. He was a wrestling commentator and promoter in Oklahoma. So I hit up Robbie.
No.
And I hit up Robbie. I'm like, "You ever worked with this dude?" And he was like, "Nope," but Gino did.
Shut up.
Gino down at MLW?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he worked for the Tiger King. Worked with them on some shows.
Well, have you watched the translation of Motherfuckers?
No.
You know it as MFKZ on Netflix yet. It's a anime type thing with a kid that's like a pizza delivery guy, but he's got superpowers.
No.
There are lucha libres that are actually protectors of the earth that have been only practicing lucha libre and beating each other up on television for this specific event, waiting in time for this to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a cartoon?
Yeah.
I'm actually logging into my Netflix now so I can add it to my list.
MFKZ. I think that's...
Yeah, so that's been my wrestling content.
Mine's all over the place. Mine really is. But when we came back, we were going to talk about Mania. That's where we were at. But yeah, there.
I loved it. The first time around, I wasn't a huge fan of the Taker versus AJ Styles, but watching it again, it was really well done. I was a huge fan of the Cena match. Huge fan of that.
Why?
Dude, I got to see my Cage. That didn't take you down memory lane. That didn't bring flashbacks to you. Like, I had vivid flashbacks of, like, particular matches watching that.
Oh, it did. But I was still... It still begs the question, like, what the fuck are you going to do with Bray Wyatt?
That type of match every time now.
It's just going to be one of those things. It's like, hey, he can't evolve as a character.
He can, though. I mean, he has. His character's changed so much, so many times.
Into what? Puppets and fucking Vince McMahon? This is just because he can't do his daddy daycare on WWE.com with his cartoon anymore, so he's got to have this.
Why can't he do that anymore?
Well, do you still have the WWE camp out, or where the hell it is?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'd not like it, but I like a lot of the other stuff.
The matches, I thought Orton Edge, I know some people said it went too long. I don't think so. I really enjoyed it.
Perfect. If you think Orton Edge went too long, you need to get the fuck out.
So,
if anybody complains about a match going too long during WrestleMania, you just need to stop being a fan. Especially this type of thing, when you break it up into 2 nights and give everybody the amount of... I don't know, man.
Right. Well, here's my thing. Is like, people complain when they give them 7 minutes. And then you're going to complain when they give them an hour. And the two guys kill themselves through the whole arena.
For an hour.
For an hour, yeah. And there wasn't like rest spot. It was like their rest spots were climbing to the top of the truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I enjoyed it. I actually thought Mania was good. I thought it would have been better with the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd is like, guys, be fans. I love being a fan. I realize fans are part of the show. The part of the show that we are. Like, it's our job to cheer and boo. That actually helps the story.
I guess what I'm saying is, without us, there is no show.
Yeah.
Without the WWE universe, there is no show. There isn't.
Oh.
And no matter how talented on the microphone or how talented of a wrestler you are, or it has nothing to do with anybody's individual talents. For me, it has everything to do with the fact that it's missing the major component, which is us, a live audience interacting component. And if we don't take anything from this, it's the fact that when Cyber Sundays started, like I don't remember when that first started, like when the WWE first started playing with letting fans supposedly pick things, right? If anybody, like if you even go back to your point on Vince, like if anybody has the pulse on what's going on type social media stuff, it's the WWE. And man, it's really, really hard to watch a live sporting event. Not saying it's athletic. I mean, it is athletic, but I'm not saying that it's predetermined. I mean, people are still fucking fake to me, and wrestling's real. But you're missing the live component of a face and a heel. We are the ones that dictate who is a face. We are the ones that dictate who is a heel. We are the ones that dictate who is an anti-hero or not. We are the ones that dictate whether a storyline is worthy of pushing or not. Like, we are those people. They have
seen
allowed
his
that.
promo right before WrestleMania. Seen his promo right before WrestleMania. To me,
it was a heel.
It was a heel promo.
So
without the crowd to cheer him and have their little Fruity Pebble shirts on and shit, seen as a heel
all day. Does that make him an anti-hero?
No. And you can't be like a cool heel. Stone Cold was a cool heel. You know what a cool heel is? A babyface.
Yeah.
All day. If you cheer for the person, it's a babyface. Sorry. But yeah,
that's my struggle, man. And the reason that it's my struggle for me is because, again, this is the only way that I've been able to absorb and interpret this medium is through a screen. And now the biggest portion of that is gone.
But
people that can watch this live on a regular basis or is there in person or whatever isn't used to always having the commentary or the fan interaction. To them, that they can accept this. Yeah.
AEW taking a break. Are they going to be able to recover from that?
XFL's done.
XFL's done. Which is kind of sad. I still didn't buy an XFL. Maybe I'll go online today and buy an XFL shirt. Maybe they'll be clearanced out.
Oh, shut your mouth. That's a good idea.
I don't want like a team shirt. I want just an XFL shirt.
Oh, no. I'm doing all of that.
So,
remember what happened last time we didn't do this?
Yeah. Every time I see someone wear one, I get pissed.
I know.
But yeah, that's so yeah, support all the independent wrestlers, support the guys who just got released, support the WWE, support fucking AEW, because without that we have nothing really. And that's it. Like, go.
Oh shit. Sorry, dude. 6 more WWE NXT names appear to have been released.
Did they say who? Let's break it. We're going to break it a week later, though.
Cassius looks like he's been removed from the roster.
Who?
Cassius Ono, Chris Hero.
Yeah, I saw that one.
The names are Muhammad Abdel Fattah, a.k.a. Muhammad Fahim, Marcus Gomez, Sal Curdy, Edgar Lopez. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody. I mean, I don't mean that. I mean that in a respectful way. Nobody in relation to what the WWE universe would consider relatable.
Did you know Blade Runner: The Final Cut is on Netflix?
Yes, I did. I was watching that last night with Timber. You know what else I've been watching? I've also watched Running Man, the original with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Huh?
Rambo. Like, it's just some old stuff, man. Just old
Space
stuff.
Jam. Beyond the Mat's on there, too. But
Scorpio's on TV right now. Way before Harlem Heat.
Oh, really?
Before Harlem Heat. Just put it this way. He's in the ECW arena in the ring right now with Woman.
Too Cold?
Scorpio.
Yeah, Too Cold Scorpio, right?
Yep. November to Remember 95. That's where I'm at right now. Just an update. I'm at November to Remember 95. Sandman and Scorpio are in the ring with Woman carrying a kendo stick.
I'm gonna hang up on you now and go watch that MFKZ, whatever the hell that is.
I'm telling you, dude, it's good.
That's got a crazy cast.
Yeah, it's got a
Michael
crazy
Chiklis,
cast.
RZA from Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, not Wuhan, by the way.
Wuhan. Wuhan.
Wuhan virus ain't nothing to fuck with, guys.
Wash your hands.
Constantly wash your hands.
I think. Hey, I'm gonna share something else with you right now too. Okay, my most disliked tag team ever. Public Enemy.
Really?
Yeah, they're just
you're trash.
Really?
See, I don't like anime. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit through this.
Oh, dude, you can. It's an adult. Anime is a genre of art. It is not necessarily. There's subgenres of it. Okay, we don't need to get into this, but this is it's not. They use anime because it's
just the drawing style.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, you'll appreciate the 3D style. I mean, you'll get it. I think you'll like it.
But guys, that's it. So like I said, support indie wrestling. Support wrestling in general right now. Support everything. Support your small businesses. If you can order takeout from like your local shops. I'm not saying fuck the chains, but the chains have enough money to come back from this. Some of these like local restaurants are going to be done.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are already done,
including the XFL.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my T-shirt now.
I'm going on to look right now. I'm mad that I was mad that the Gronk shirts didn't go on clearance at in fact they came out with new ones.
Where?
WWE.com.
Of course, he's fucking still there.
They came out with the dude. I think he's still a 24/7 champ, isn't he?
Hey, you gonna keep that motherfucker and let Zack Ryder go? Fuck you, motherfuckers. You can fucking air that too.
But I think he's still a champ.
Fuck, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's whatever they make him to be. Fucking turd.
Don't hate. One of the greatest of all time.
That's what I think of that.
Do I pay $25 for an XFL shirt?
Fuck no.
They don't have my size anyway.
You can air that too.
They don't have my size. They got bear koozies. But who needs a bear koozie?
Because I'll go ahead and make you a screen print of the XFL logo and print those bitches all day long for you.
Right. You know who I think is gonna remember Sean Oliver, the AWA guy we had on, the author? I think AG. I think AG is gonna buy all of his iron-ons.
Really?
I sent it to him the other day.
No shit.
After he did a shirt video, and he was like, "Oh my god." He's like, I absolutely want those. So,
Scorpio's got a belly too. This is hilarious. But he is out of shape too. Oh my god.
Too cold, Scorpio.
He looks like a mountain of Bill Cosby's pudding right there.
He went on to WWE and he did like a shitty character.
Oh yeah, it was like the Terminator type thing, wasn't it? Is that right?
I'm looking it up right now. This is
fucking Hey Ho, Public Enemy. They just fucking. I don't like them. Johnny Grunge,
Flash Funk.
Rocco.
Yeah, Flash Funk. Although, yeah, Flash Funk. There it is. There. Remember Flash Funk?
Yes.
Too Cold, Scorpio.
God, I love old wrestling, man.
But he's been around since '85. Think about
Scorpio?
that. Yeah.
He's an old motherfucker.
But guys, that's all we got for today. We're just stalling now, so I'm going to cut some of this piece out later on, I think. Maybe not. Probably not.
Keep it all in. You guys,
that's one thing with us. Is like the thing with this is I don't want to edit an interview because I don't want people to say, "Oh, you edited that."
No. We try not to edit.
It's just us, like I'm not going to edit because it's us. Like this is raw. It's how we are.
It's what?
It's raw. R-A-W, motherfucker. There's no R in that.
Rawr. Speaking of Tiger King.
Take Sasha and stick it up your ass, all right?
Hey, you can follow us as always at 3 Irish Boys on Twitter, Facebook, I think TikTok now, or whatever the hell we're doing.
We got some Irish Whip on. I think it's actually Irish Whip Podcast on TikTok, and we get some cool videos up there, some exclusive stuff that's nowhere else.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to. Maybe that's what we do. We should give that to Anthony and some other wrestlers once in a while and just tell them to take control of our TikTok.
I put the videos up from us, from me and Joe last year at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame with the Ants.
Yeah.
So those are all on there, and the little shenanigans we did there. You can see, actually, you see Defant get reprimanded by the then director of fun, Sidney Bacabella,
Oh, Sidney.
for talking to Spider-Man.
If I
When
could,
Sidney Bacabella, here's the setup of that. Sidney Bacabella had set up a no comic book rule in the locker rooms. And there's Defant and Green Ant talking to Spider-Man at the event.
he set up the no comic book interaction.
And Sidney Bacabella came over and tried to steal what he called their antler, which they explained was an antenna to him, and he said whatever.
Antler.
And then he took Defant's fanny pack and said he couldn't get it back until they had to report to the Wrestle Factory at midnight.
They were not going back to the Wrestle Factory.
It was great. It was I don't know how Sidney caught them, but that's all up there.
Especially since Tunku was probably there.
Yeah,
at midnight.
That would have been at the time probably that the Crucible was going in there at midnight.
Mm-hmm. See, it's all relates, man.
He did the Impact Plus thing for a little while. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was awesome, dude.
He got eliminated earlier than he should.
I'm really excited, and I know we said we're going to get out of here, but I'm really excited to see some of Chikara's Ophidians, Hatfields. Where's Mr. Touchdown? That's my question. That's how I want to end this podcast, is where's Mr. Touchdown?